Attention, attention. IPOB One Family. This announcement is for those outside of the USA that wish to donate to the Eastern Security Network Fund that is based in the United States. Because of the fees that donators have to pay the bank when sending wires, we recommend that if you're sending less than $250, that you donate through the IPOB USA website. It's fast, simple, and less expensive for you. Go to our website, www.ipobinusa.org/donate. That is www.ipobinusa.org/donate and make your contribution. When it comes to keeping our people safe, every bit counts. After all, the security of our communities is our responsibility. Let's make this happen together.
Yeah, Mr. Bella once again. Wisdom, heal it, come on. Say Biafra will not last forever. They say happy up in no go stand. What did they know? What do they know? What do they see? What do they see? If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. No, no, no. Biafra will live forever. Biafra will live forever. Oh yeah. 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 Biafra will live forever. Ogerugo manige tetanura. The lovers of Biafra. This is the time we need to come together and fight for what is belong to us. Ogerugo maniga bandizu, what make us a giant of Africa. Adabo chinti na hesugo. Mbogeru ni sina nyama kweno. Hello Lisa Binigwe, out of his wisdom, giving us somebody like Nnamdi Kanu for this our race mission. Biafra will not last forever. They say happy up in no go stand. What did they know? What do they know? What do they see? What do they see? If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. Oh no, no. See you joke, our hero have the fighting never stop. Nnamdi Kanu but no phone will stop. They cannot stop. Biafra will live forever. Believe me now.
But independence for Nigeria as a corporate entity is not enough. The peoples of Nigeria must at the same time be guaranteed their freedom. We must ensure that in an independent Nigeria, individual citizens throughout the land enjoy liberty, human dignity, and equality under the law. There must be one Nigeria with one constitution and one law for all. Let us therefore, Mr. Chairman, sir, close our ears to the Council of Despair, which says that we cannot here at this conference agree on a constitution.
Mr. Bella once again. Wisdom? Kill it, come on, get up. Say Biafra will not last forever. They say happy up in no go stand.
Niin, miksi olen ehdokkaana kunnallisvaaleissa? Olen ehdokkaana kunnallisvaaleissa, koska teen työtä lasten, vanhusten ja kaiken meidän parhaaksi. Kokoomuksen ohjelmaan hengessä. Totta kai.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are watching from. Welcome to this live broadcast on this day, the 7th day of May 2021. And because did somebody say no sound? Did somebody say no sound? Did somebody say no sound? I think that is sound. Yes, welcome to the program. Welcome to the program. This is live and direct. Live and direct on this day. And we are going to move forward without wasting any time. Nigeria has collapsed. Nigeria has collapsed. Before I start this program, I will use this opportunity to appeal to our people. I will use this opportunity to appeal to our people, appeal to IPOB members, appeal to our volunteers, appeal to men on ground to know that it is very, very important to follow the command and control. Command and control so that when something happens, we know where it is coming from. Very, very, very important. Very, very, very important. We do not want, in as much as we are going to be killed and we are going to kill them, we do not want that, things begin to happen in a very different way. So the command and control is very important. For those who do not understand what command and control is in a struggle like this, this is not this is not a democracy. This is not democracy. This is not democracy. We are fighting for freedom. And in a fight for freedom is completely different from what you can think of. We are not in democracy. We are not practicing democracy. This is more of war. And in war, we use military tactics. We use military command and control system. You don't, structure. So, and not even just military, it goes beyond military command and control. And depending on the people you are dealing with, depending on the cause of this revolution, the revolution that we are into now is not a military thing, it is not a democratic thing, and that is the reason why it is very, very important for this command and control. The command and control under the leadership of Mazen Namdekano, so that if anything happens to our people, we know where it is coming from. This is very, very important. It is not to cajole anyone, and everything that happens must be resolved internally. I also appeal to our leader to make sure that everything should be resolved internally. In a struggle like this, mistake will be made. In a struggle like this, mistake will be made, and the people who may be making the mistake may not be making the mistake on purpose. So anything that happens must be resolved internally. Internally. Very, very important. Internally. Very, very, very important. The struggle and the stage where the struggle is right now is not where we will be addressing some of loopholes, some of the issues in public. Every issue we have as a people must be resolved internally. Internally. Very, very, very important, because we are at the crossroad, and this is the most important time in struggle for Biafra. In the history, since the history of Nigeria, not even in Biafra war, not even during Biafra-Nigeria war, that we have this opportunity we have today. So everything we are going to do, you know, I am advising and suggesting must be resolved internally. But the most important thing is that the command and control structure must be as strong as never before. Every command, especially on those issues concerning the people in front line of this struggle, back home, must come from our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So that when something happens, we know who to hold responsible. When something happens, we know who to hold responsible. Like I said earlier, we are going to overcome. Like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, used to say, they are going to kill us, we are going to kill them. At the end of the day, we are going to have history. The victory will be ours, and the history will be made. Some of those who have faulted what we posted being organized by the US, IPOB USA, or IPOB Women USA about Ikonso Foundation. Ikonso Foundation is not just about Ikonso. For those who may have misunderstood the concept of Ikonso, that we have other fallen heroes and all that. For those who may have misunderstood the concept of Ikonso Foundation, Ikonso Foundation is not just about Ikonso. Ikonso Foundation is going to be an umbrella to look for all our fallen heroes. It is going to be under the umbrella of Ikonso, according to our women in the US. So anybody who is having this kind of divergent view, or having some misconception about the Ikonso Foundation and the fundraising for Ikonso being organized by our women, these are the concept idea of IPOB women in the USA, and it must be a welcome development. It is a welcome development. We must encourage the women, But for those who have, I have come across a post by someone who was writing something that Simon Ekpa this, Simon Ekpa that. First of all, I am not a decision maker. The post, as you can see from that, the post I made is coming from the US, from IPOB women, IPOB USA, our women wing in the US, and they must be encouraged. And that foundation is just Ikonso Foundation, and the Ikonso Foundation will stretch into looking for the welfare of our family members of our fallen heroes. So it is a welcome development. Anybody that have a misconception about that, if you know you have posted something like that, go and remove it. Otherwise, you are just trying to bring confusion, because the fundraising about Ikonso also is to set up the foundation. The foundation is to look after our fallen heroes and all that. So it is not just about Ikonso. I believe I have made this correction. And of course, if I am wrong on this explanation, for those who are already spreading the news and trying to bring confusion, you know, we don't just do stupid things. Anytime something good is coming, we need to commend our women who are having sleepless night, doing everything possible to make sure you are free. And all most of you do is to look for a way to bring confusion to what is going on. Even if you see a post, let me tell you, in a struggle like this, when you see a post coming from some of us, you know, all you have to do is, no matter what, defend it. Defend it to the best of your knowledge. That is how it is done. Defend it to the best of your knowledge. It doesn't matter, so long as you believe in Biafra, defend it to the best of your knowledge. When our leader, you know, make decisions and say something, defend it to the best of your knowledge. That is how it is done. We are not in government. For people are misunderstanding government and struggle, you know, for freedom. In a struggle for freedom, you don't do all this democratic thing. Because, of course, that is not to say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not taking advice from people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not listening to people. He's not everything that he does is not coming just from him. So he has a listening ear. But the point is that this command and control is very, very important, because it is only way to make sure we are not having any leakage anywhere. And any day that command and control is breached, we are going to meet a very serious repercussion, and you will see consequences. So let us focus on this command and control. And like I said, I appeal to our leader. Everything that happened must be resolved internally, no matter how bad, no matter how it has to be resolved internally, because the time has come when everything should be resolved internally. We need to be making those things that we need to make public, and every other thing internally. Now, what I have come to address this evening is how what is the level of the collapse of Nigeria is already 95%. The collapse of Nigeria is already 95%. And I said that something is going to happen that will compel everybody. And that thing that I said will compel everybody has actually happened. So Nigeria has already disintegrated and has collapsed 95%. And when you have a 95%, it means you are already, it is gone. So there is nothing in this life that will salvage Nigeria. That is number one. Number two is that we are going to respond to those those political leaders, to those elite, especially from the south and from the middle belt, that they continue. We know that it is going to be very difficult. They continue to address the government of Nigeria as APC government. The problem has gone beyond APC government. The problem has gone beyond political party problem. It is no longer APC government. I am not expecting the political office holders to start addressing Nigeria government like I want or like we want. But those of you, millions of Biafrans all over the world, including those who believe in IPOB, in the movement of IPOB, and those who don't believe in IPOB but they believe in Biafra, because we know there are people who may not believe in IPOB approach, but they also believe in Biafra. So the point, this message now goes to everybody that is, believe in Biafra, but they don't believe in IPOB approach. What you have to do is that anywhere you see anybody talking about APC government, it is not APC government. What we have now is what we call the jihad government, or it can best be described as a jihad government or the terrorist government. Terrorist government is the term that we are all using, but now the status have changed to the terrorist and a jihadist government. The jihadist government is the one that will sponsor and fund jihad movement. So what is happening in Nigeria now is that the government is no longer APC government, rather the jihadist government. So for those who do not understand, I am going to expose and analyze the reason why this thing have to change from APC to jihadist government. Now, of course, I know I'm not expecting the politicians to call it jihadist government, because I know some of them are still in the government. So if they call it jihadist government, they are going to have problem. Yeah, somebody say appetite regime. Yes, appetite regime. We have already given it that name, the appetite regime. Yes, the appetite regime. We are now we have gone beyond the appetite regime. You see, it is level by level. So we have gone beyond appetite regime. What the level where this government is now has gone beyond appetite regime. The appetite regime is that a minority, the minority controls the majority. That is what appetite regime means. By making sure that a lot of things are happening and all that. That is what the appetite regime is. Now we have gone beyond appetite regime. What we are now is jihadist government. Jihadist government. So why is it jihadist government? Why is this jihadist government? Jihadist government is that because they are now sponsoring openly the jihad movement in Nigeria. They are sponsoring openly jihad in Nigeria. They are using the name presidency to install the people that are that are apologetic to terrorists, apologetic to Fulani jihadists, apologetic to Fulani terrorists and all that. Remember that the terrorism attack that you see in Nigeria today and other part of Africa is not just about terrorist attack, but rather it is about controlling and conquering the entire Africa and Nigeria. So that status of appetite, we have gone beyond the appetite regime. It is now the jihadist, and of course, everybody know what is jihad. So, and the government is sponsoring it. So it is now to be addressed as jihadist government. Now, you know that I started playing a video yesterday. For those who followed our program yesterday, I started playing a video yesterday, which the video I was playing yesterday, I didn't play the video because we did not have the time. So we are going to analyze. That video today. We are going to analyze it. We're going to analyze it and then make teach you something from that. In just one moment. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. One moment. Here we go. One moment.
I think, honestly, this is a process. This is an evolutionary process for us in the North. You know, I mean, decades back, if I sit down here and say to you that I want this country restructured, if I go back to Kano, I probably will be, stoned or harassed. But I can tell you now that the reality of the country's structure is down on everybody, that it's not workable. And this is one of the factors that made us realize all of that. We used to think that it is about getting a super leader, a credible leader that can move this country forward. And we actually bask in the Europea of, oh, he is our president. And I think in history of this country, there was never an individual, and there still has not, we haven't had one that has enjoyed the support of the ordinary people, that has raised the hope of everybody, that has the credibility to say that his individual credibility will rub on the country leadership than President Muhammadu Buhari. And the North rooted for him for decades and spent money and time and invested so much in his becoming the president of this country. Today, we're discussing all the challenges the country is facing under the same President Muhammadu Buhari. So we are coming to the realization that it's not about individuals now. It's about the system. It's about the fact that the system is cobbled in such a way that there is what I will call a pull him down syndrome. There is internal squabbles for power and positions. There are forces working counterproductively for the way the country moves forward. And all of those forces emanates from those regional dynamics. The sense, real or otherwise, of marginalization, the sense of domination, the sense of opportunity and patronage is skewed to one part of the country or one ethnic groups. And all of these perceptions are becoming reality in our life. Reality in the sense that there are examples we can show. Another most important thing was that the president was perceived to be, like we said, a general, but also a very, very credible anti-corruption crusader. He has stated this, he has demonstrated this, he has lived this. And now we are witnessing that the system can actually leak and can invite people who can actually be marauders that can wreak havoc on the system. Unfortunately, the president's capacity and individual integrity did not stop all of that. So we are coming to a point where we are saying, you know what? It's not working anymore.
Did you hear that? So the reason why this man was saying this thing is that I just allowed the video to play completely because the reason why this man said this was that they don't know. When you tell them that Nigeria, nobody can salvage Nigeria, they think they know. When you tell them that the man in 2015, Buhari, when we were telling them Buhari was corrupt, Buhari was bad, and all that, they don't want to know. So they never believe until you try and find yourself in a situation that you may not know, or you may not do anything. You see? So the problem now is that how long will you continue to say you know? How long will you continue to say you know? How long will you continue to say 2023 presidency? We want Igbo presidency. Do you hear this man? This man have answered you for those who say Igbo presidency, because the same thing will continue to happen if Nigeria do not break up. And not only that, it will continue to happen. Oh, you see jihad everywhere. Terrorist attack everywhere. They are planning to attack Abuja. They have taken over Niger State. They have taken over Yobe. They are taking over Bauchi. They have taken over the northeast and northwest. Most of the places now are under Boko Haram control, and they are roaming around in the street, without no security from the Nigeria government. Where the security are is the place where they want to conquer. Where is the place? The southern part of Nigeria, the eastern part of Nigeria. This is where this whole thing is happening. This is where this whole thing is happening. And so if you don't learn now, when are you going to learn? Let us also bring, let me play that video again so that you understand what I'm saying.
I think honestly, this is a process. This is an evolutionary process for us in the North. Decades back, if I sit down here and say to you that I want this country restructured, if I go back to Kano, I probably will be, stoned or harassed. But I can tell you now that the reality of the country's structure is down on everybody, that it's not workable. And this is one of the factors that made us realize all of that.
If the country is not workable, and there is nothing that will make the country to be workable, it can never be workable. That is the point here. So anybody that is deceiving you, that like they deceive themselves that Buhari is going to come and do this and do that, it is not workable, because the ulterior motive is for those who want to take over Nigeria, and that's it. Now let us continue.
We used to think that it is about getting a super leader, a credible leader that can move this country forward. And we actually bask in the Europea of, oh, he is our president.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in history of...
We used to think that it is about getting a good leader, getting a strong leader, getting a leader who will say this and say that. But now they have just realized that it is not about that anymore. They have just realized that it is not about getting a leader, because the country can never work again. The country can never work again, and that is the point here. That is the point here. So you think after the level where they are now, it will work? I'm asking that question.
This country, there was never an individual, and there still has not, we haven't had one, that has enjoyed the support of the ordinary people, that has raised the hope of everybody, that has the credibility to say that his individual credibility will rub on the country leadership than President Muhammadu Buhari. And the North rooted for him for decades and spent money and time.
The North rooted for him for decades. So the planning of bringing Buhari to power, he is just trying to lie here so that he will continue to hold Nigeria. The North rooted for him for decades. Decade did not spend money. Did not spend money for decade rooting for Buhari. For what reason? Because they know he's the only one who will bring Usman Danfodio's spirit back. Now watch.
And invested so much in his becoming the president of this country. Today, we are discussing all the challenges the country is facing under the same President Muhammadu Buhari. So we are coming to the realization that it's not about individuals now. It's about the system. It's about the fact that the system is cobbled in such a way that there is what I will call a pull him down syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
There is internal squabbles for power and positions. There are forces working counterproductively for the way the country moves forward. And all of those forces emanate from those regional dynamics. The sense, real or otherwise, of marginalization, the sense of domination, the sense of opportunity and patronage is skewed to one part of the country or one ethnic groups. And all of these perceptions are becoming reality in our life. Reality in the sense that there are examples we can show. Another most important thing was that the president was perceived to be, like we said, a general, but also a very, very credible anti-corruption crusader. He has stated this, he has demonstrated this, he has lived this. And now we are witnessing that the system can actually leak and can invite people who can actually be marauders that can wreak havoc on the system. Unfortunately, the president's capacity and individual integrity did not stop all of that. So we are coming to a point where we are saying, you know what? It's not working anymore.
You see? So the question is, how long will you wait and be making mistake? For how long? You just realize now that it is, oh, this thing is not working again. For how long will that happen? For how long will you do that before you realize this is over? This is a game over. For how long? For how long? One moment.
To shatter in Nigeria.
I want you to watch this.
2 years. I see 2 years before that power begins to shatter in Nigeria. 2 years, beginning 2 years. Not now, not next year, not even the year after. 2 years from today. 2 years from 2019. God will begin to defeat the purpose of Islam in Nigeria. 2 years.
God will begin to defeat the purpose of Islam in Nigeria. I'll leave this with you tonight. Tomorrow we are going to have a longer broadcast. Thank you, and may God bless you. God bless Biafra. Don't be surprised. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Oduduwa Republic. May God bless the Middle Belt. May God bless, otherwise they are going to accept my prayer. May God bless IPOB worldwide. May God bless Mazinam Bikano. May God bless ESM. May God bless unknown government. May God bless anybody that is destroying Nigeria. Doesn't matter who you are. Anything destroying Nigeria, may God bless that thing. May God bless on the Igbo and co. May God bless all of you watching me this evening. This is the shortest program we are going to have. Tomorrow, we are going to come with a bombshell. We move. And like I said, we shall overcome. They are going to kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra is here. Good night.